Okay, so I was thinking about people and how I might help them. This thing I wrote is not really related to that, it's related to something else, but here we go. It feels like some of my knowledge is decreasing, like things I learned in high school and put to test in the real world, like good resumes, and I almost forgot the term cover letters. I can still type fast enough for my own approval. I haven't really had to write a good resume in a long time. I delusionally thought that I could get a job last year. I'm on Social Security disability income. So I made some resumes that were half good. I guess there's ChatGPT now. I haven't tested that out, but I did let an AI program redo my resume. And it created something that, although summarizing some details better than I had, didn't feel like my voice. I redid the resume. I guess if everyone's going to use ChatGPT now, then resumes will just be factory produced. An employer, I guess, will just be looking for the commercially acceptable details of a person's life, not really caring to hear their unique voice or artistic expression. Of course, there have always been people who will write a resume for you for a fee, and Microsoft Word corrects your spelling. It's fine, it's probably like the knowledge people have about such things is becoming useless, but on the other hand, people who can't write a perfect resume or cover letter get an edge, able to compete in a job market they may have been excluded from for lack of such skills, when they, as well as the well-versed resume writers, know how to do the job that's being applied for. So they deserve a fighting chance, whereas in the past, if they could not afford a professional resume writer or didn't have such skilled family member or friend to help them, they would have been screwed. Well, I feel like what I'm saying here is getting a little boring for me. So, also, it would be boring to the listener. So, here's what I really wanted to say, unrelated to my previous comments, which may have not included all the points that I made. Maybe there will be a world where resumes are barely needed, and there will be some sort of lottery among job seekers with the required skills for said position. I'm just here to say, as a person who is tired much of the day, experiences back, hand, nerve pain, mental, and physical fatigue at a different level than most people who do not need or have Social Security disability income, that it sucks to be forgetting basic resume writing skills. Tools I didn't need before, like AI to rewrite. So tools I didn't need before, like AI, to rewrite my resume, even so I can just look at it for comparison, are very useful. I'm probably not going to have a conventional job in the future, so resumes may not matter, but you never know. I still feel that I produce a good resume. I need to brush up on. I still feel that to produce a good resume, I need to brush up on how to write one, even if AI is going to help me. I just feel like I have something valuable to add to the conversation in the universe, i.e., world, such as the above interesting piece of journalism. There are going to be new ways to do things as the past moves along and intertwines with the present. P.S. I ate 4 cookies I made last night. Today. I say this not to brag about that I made cookies and you didn't, but to say I ate one with breakfast and that was fine. But I ate 3 more, maybe a half hour after breakfast. It felt like I had a blood sugar spike. I put a third of the sugar in that recipe suggested, too. I felt very dizzy standing, so I lay in bed for half an hour until the feeling of head and stomach sickness passed. I do not have diabetes. Watched a tarot reader earlier, and she was talking about how and people she's like addressing the message to, trying to put this in good words, but it's like try to strive too much for life to become better when they just need like kind of let it happen to them. So like she was talking about the conventional wisdom is that we're supposed to like do things to become something, or do like a lot of things or keep going, and push all this. I'm adding a little of my own thoughts here, but just kind of adding to what she said. I was watching it and I felt kind of like entranced. I really like her messages. I don't remember her name, but one of these days I'll memorize it and tell you what the tarot channel is if you guys like tarot, or I can look it up if someone writes in the comments that they would like to know the tarot channel. But yeah, it's like, I don't know what I'm going to say here, so just hang with me. Most of my life I have been under the impression that I had to accomplish a lot to be worth something. And that's something I learned from my family, because I didn't feel like unconditionally loved by them. I felt conditionally loved, is kind of what she was saying in the reading, which I would agree with, although I tried to deny it and say they were a good family, but they weren't. There were good things, like my mom was kind of a health nut and such, but she still would let me eat a package of cookies or a package of tortilla chips. She just didn't have enough like regular food in the fridge, so I found myself like eating things that like made me feel pretty unhealthy when I was growing up. But and then there was a period when I was real young that we just didn't have much food, and I don't have many memories except like before the age of 5, like being given a bag of fries that seemed like it was a donation or something, and my mom not having a way to cook it. I think we set the fries out or something and wait for them to thaw. I don't really have a memory of like eating the fries, but kind of gnawing at them. So I don't think we had much food before I was 5 years old. And when I was, I'm just going with my life story here, but I kind of go off into different branches of it, so if that's interesting to you, keep listening. If not, that's cool too, but my scratch indicates I'd rather you listen. But it's okay if you don't. Yeah. I always get enthralled by my smile and think it's really pretty. If I'm not smiling, I don't think I'm pretty, and I think that's like an ingrained thing from my family too. I think my hair is pretty, but my face I don't really understand, because it doesn't really portray like my inner feelings. Because I feel like my face holds kind of like a certain power, so to say. You might just think it looks like nice, or I've been told I have nice skin, or that I'm pretty or beautiful, but it's just like, I feel so much more timid a lot of the time than the face I was given at birth by God really portrays. I don't feel that timid right now. I don't feel timid when I'm speaking into this thing, the phone. I'm glad the phones exist because it makes it so easy to record and share with people. Hopefully you like that thing I wrote about the AI and the resumes. I just had fun writing, but now my hands hurt. You can kind of tell they're in pain. I should have stopped about like a couple minutes before I did, but it's okay. I did pretty good. It's just I want to keep writing until like every point I've ever had like in the world or today is written down. It's like I kind of want to write a novel, but I can't. I could talk into the computer for the rest of the writing I want to do, but there would be a lot of but-ums in there. In writing, you can be more succinct when you're just writing. Suffice to say, I'd rather talk into this device and have you guys listen to it on YouTube if that interests you, than try to talk write. But I might get into talk writing, because it's just my hands can only make it for like, they made it for like 20 minutes. Might have been 30, but I don't think that took 30 minutes to write, so I think it was about 20 minutes. It might have even been shorter than that, but I think about 20. It's kind of a little unusual for me to just be talking into the phone, because I haven't done this in a while. Back in 2022, I had a channel, there's another channel of mine, I got 300 subscribers on it, which many people have gotten more, but that was a lot for me. And but I got it just by being myself and sharing, and I think people will find their way back to me on this new channel I have. I cut myself out of that channel because I didn't want to be reminded of some of the things I said, because it was just hard to look at again. I needed a clean break from that channel, so I cut myself out of it. I planned to take some of the videos off, but I didn't do that because I passworded myself out of the channel by creating some ridiculous password I wouldn't remember. And I couldn't get back in because I threw my phone away that same day. And then a long story happened that I don't want to really get into right now. I feel like the phone went kind of dark. Hopefully it's still recording. Maybe I can make it a little brighter. Okay. Not too bright, guys. Okay, one second. I kind of like that because it widens out my face, but sometimes I feel like I don't look good in the YouTube video, so I just have to do black and white or something when I'm feeling like that. Because, oh, there we go. Because then I can make my face look kind of good. This is vintage. This is the vintage filter. My hair isn't really black gray. It's more like brown, medium brown or something. But yeah, I need some water. One second. We were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Rode, it might have been drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I think I'm going to end this talk now, but thanks everyone for listening.